When I was growing up, I had a very loving mother. My mom was the type of person who always tried to help everyone. She would go out of her. I would to support people around her even when she didn't have much herself. Watching her behave like that influenced me a lot. It showed me what I thought kindness looked like, so naturally I started doing the same thing. Became someone who always tried to help others. I would give my time, my energy, my advice, whatever people needed. But after some time, I realized something. I was always the one feeling exhausted. I was the one feeling used. I was the one feeling empty. And the strange thing was that many people around me kept saying they loved me. But deep inside, I didn't feel loved at all. Eventually, I understood something important. I had created this situation myself. People constantly came to me with their problems. They would unload all their stress and emotions onto me, but very rarely did anyone stop and ask, "How are you doing?" The reason was simple. I always acted strong. I always showed people that I could handle everything. So, when I finally tried to express that something hurt me, people would say things like, "You're strong, you'll be fine." But in my mind, I was thinking, when you needed help, I was there for you, so why is nobody here for me? The truth was that I had become someone who gave help to everyone, but never allowed myself to receive help. I didn't allow myself to be vulnerable. I didn't show people that I also had feelings and struggles. And that's when I realized something had to change. I told myself enough. Enough feeling sorry for myself. Enough giving everything away. It was time to become a little selfish. Yes, selfish. Yes, selfish. Many people are afraid of that word, but learning to be selfish in a healthy way completely changed my life. For the first time, I started protecting my own energy. The first thing I changed was how I handled arguments. If someone disrespects me, and I calmly tell them that their behavior hurt me, but they refuse to take responsibility and keep twisting the situation, I simply stop the conversation. I don't argue anymore. My boundary was crossed. If the person cannot acknowledge that or apologize, the conversation is over. I will not waste my time or energy trying to convince someone to respect me. To have another big change was learning to prioritize my own needs. For a long time, I was always giving and giving until I felt completely empty. Now, I make sure my own cup is full first. If I am emotionally okay, then I can help others, but if I am exhausted or drained, I cannot give anything. For example, when friends invite me somewhere, I used to say yes, even if I didn't want to go. Now, I simply say no. And if they ask why, my answer is simple. I just don't feel like it. That reason alone is enough. I also stopped being available to everyone all the time. Before, whenever someone messaged me, I replied immediately. I always gave advice and support, but that created a pattern where people only came to me when they had problems. And I realized something. Sometimes I didn't even have the emotional energy to carry those conversations. Now, I respond when I feel ready, not when people expect me to. Another important lesson I learned is that you cannot save everyone. I used to believe it was my responsibility to help people fix their lives. But the truth is, people only change when they truly want to change. You cannot force someone to grow or improve. That doesn't make them bad people, it just means they are on a different path. Instead of trying to change others, focus on improving your own life. When people see your progress, you become an example. Sometimes that example inspires them to grow as well. I also stopped depending on other people to validate my worth. I don't need someone to tell me I'm smart, beautiful, or capable. I already recognize those qualities within myself. Compliments are nice, of course, but my confidence does not depend on them. Because if your self-worth depends on other people's opinions, then their criticism will also control how you feel about yourself. Your value must come from within. Another habit I developed was spending time reflecting and talking to myself. Sometimes before going to sleep. I review my day, I ask myself how I felt and why certain situations affected me. It may sound unusual, but having honest conversations with yourself can be very powerful. Also started enjoying my own company, going out alone, taking care of myself, and appreciating who I am. Instead of constantly chasing things. I learned to slow down and allow life to flow naturally. When you stop chasing everything desperately and start focusing on your own peace, many opportunities and blessings begin to come to you naturally. Your energy becomes calmer and more balanced. Finally, I became more selective about the people I allow into my life. Anyone who enters my life must bring positive energy and mutual respect. A healthy relationship, whether friendship or romantic, should feel balanced. Both people should support and uplift each other. If someone constantly brings negativity, complains about everything, and refuses to improve their situation, I simply create distance. My time and energy are valuable, and I no longer need anyone's permission to live my life the way I believe is best for me. No one understands my journey better than I do. So I will continue building the life that feels right for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.